I'm Matt101.
And we're here to introduce you to Sucker Punch and their games.
The first three that we'll cover is the Sly Cooper franchise.
This franchise started in the late 1999, and it really took off because Sucker Punch really wanted a game with a thief in it, right?
Yeah.
But they had to go over many different versions until Sly Cooper, the guy that we all know today, actually came around. Just about 1,363 Sly Cooper models were actually made before they really came up with Sly and his counterparts, which were Bentley and Murray.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and explain what the first game was about. First game was about Sly was trying to find the pieces to the Thievius Raccoonus, but he did not know who he was or what his family did. So he had to steal the first files from Carmelita Fox, and he went on a journey to beat the Fiendish Five
And reclaim his family book. In Sly Cooper 2, he is back, but the clockwork parts are in pieces. So now they must go steal the clockwork parts. In the beginning of the game, the tutorial level, you go and you find that Carmelita Fox and Constable Neela, a weird sidekick, I think, is actually hide out at the clockwork parts where another gang has beat you to the parts. Now, you must go on a quest to defeat each member of the Claw Gang and regain your clockwork parts. But at the end of the game, a strange flightless bird named Arpeggio steals the clockwork parts and puts them back together. He is killed by Neela, the cop, who is actually on the other side. She gets in the clock now, and you must defeat her while flying in a blimp over Paris.
Okay, and now for Sly Cooper 3. The last game until the next one. Well, what happens in this one is Sly is going after the Cooper Vault. He's part of the Cooper family, so he's going to go after it to place his treasures into the vault. Okay, so there's this bad guy called Dr. M, who bought the island of the Cooper Vault and is now trying to get into the Cooper Vault. Well, you have to play through levels again, trying to collect members for your team. The first member that he collects is Dimitri, which was one of the original Fiendish Five.
You mean Claw Gang?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all know.
Okay. Now the second one, who did he collect second?
He collected the Guru.
Yeah, the Guru, and Murray left inside of the second game because Bentley got crushed.
And he's now in a wheelchair in the third game. Which I think is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next they collect Penelope, which is as smart as Bentley. And then they collect the Panda King,
who was another member of the Fiendish Five that you fought in Sly Cooper 1. Which I think they should have done him better.
Yeah. But during that level, you have to save his daughter, and then he joins the gang. But during the level, you also find the van, which inside Sly Cooper 2 was lost by it floated off of the Canada coast and ended up inside of China for some weird reason. Okay, so now after he collects all of them, he goes back to the island, and then the beginning of the game. Then it showed what the beginning of the game was about. Sly gets captured at the beginning of the game. But all the levels that you go through are flashbacks. So and what?
Yeah, that's pretty much. And he reaches inside the Cooper Vault, which he has to go through a gauntlet, which in-depthly shows you all of the Cooper clan members, dating back from
the Egyptians up to his father,
yeah,
which invented the laser slide.
Yeah, that was just the beastest move.
Yeah, I wish that they had it throughout. I wish that they had it in the first game.
I know that could have really come in handy in a lot of those situations.
Yeah, but in the end, he fakes having amnesia and joins Carmelita Fox, which
leads us to Sly Cooper 4
4.
and Will There Be One? Now, if any of you have been on SuckerPunch.com and read their forums, you know that is all they talk about on there. There has to be like a zillion threads about Sly Cooper 4, possible storyline campaigns and such and all that. But will there really be a Sly Cooper 4?
Well, according to my source inside the blogs, Sony released that there will be a Sly Cooper 4. They do not know which there's two companies fighting for who's going to make it. But we do know it's not coming out for the Xbox 360 or the Wii, so sorry, but you'll have to get a PS3 or a PSP.
Exactly. They're sticking to their main roots in this game by producing either from Sucker Punch, who brought us the original Sly Cooper series, and now Infamous.
Which makes the Call of Duty, the newest Call of Duty the newest Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. As we all know. If you haven't heard of it, you haven't lived. Course.
Okay, but there are also people with PS2s. Sorry, but you're not going to get the game either.
We
Sorry.
wish, but discontinued.
Yeah. But if you still want to play the originals, you have the older, you have one of the original PS3s, they're still backwards compatible, so go to your local GameStop or used game dealer and ask them if they have any Sly Cooper games.
Now, originally, as we look, Sly Cooper 3 was indeed created in 2005. Now, that's been 5 years since the last Sly Cooper game. Now,
Yes.
as far as we know, there is kind of, as you would know, a few-year gap between each game, as of any game series is.
Yes, but there was a shorter gap between 2 and 3.
Thus equaling maybe why 3 wasn't as good as 2, and maybe why they didn't follow the same roots.
Yeah, so, they'll probably, why it's not out yet, it's probably because they want to make it perfect.
Exactly. And my guess is they'll probably bring back Clockwork. Now,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
maybe.
but we also think Billy will have legs.
Exactly.
He'll
He's
probably
so smart, you know?
he'll probably get him, make himself robotic
Now,
legs.
most of the supposed storylines to Sly Cooper 4 on their forum continue about Bentley making the time machine and such, and actually going back in time and changing history to make anything that is in the present now better.
Which, according to what I heard, means that they stopped the Fiendish Five from killing Sly's parents, which alters the universe, meaning Sly never went to this foster home where he met Bentley and Murray, meaning that he has to somehow change the past again with the help of the time machine watch that that Bentley invented, which is still there to Sly.
Now, as we know, at the end of the Sly Cooper game, Sucker Punch always provides just the littlest little thing at the end of their credits, just as Jak and Daxter and Rocket did. As we know, at the end of Sly Cooper 1, of course, you see Clockwork's eye coming back to life, thus meaning there was going to be a 2. That wasn't really the biggest issue. I mean, 2 was going to happen. In the second one, Sly Cooper escapes Carmelita in the helicopter, and you can watch that if you want to, it's really cool. But in the third one, Sly Cooper does, you get the fact that he did fake the amnesia, so it's just kind of a question where they'll leave it like that and leave you just to think on, or if they will really come back and show you what really happens to sum the story up.
Yeah, but it's still there's probably gonna be a few-year gap in between the third and the fourth, because it probably takes place a few years later after him and Carmelita have been
together for a while. Now, why did Sucker Punch really want to go for Infamous before really continuing the Sly Cooper storyline? First of all, we all know that all the Sly Coopers combined thus sold way more copies than Infamous did all around the world. So why stop? As we currently know, Sucker Punch could be in... Alright, Sucker Punch could be in production of another Sly Cooper. We don't know for sure. Now, we would like for you to leave a comment
or questions, and next episode we're going to cover the Jack and Dexter series, so stay tuned for more, and see you later.